Between this episode and the last, quite a lot of time has elapsed. I have been busy placing dirt blocks. And shout out to our newest hermit, Smallest Beans. I've been over here looking off into the distance, seeing that gorgeous city. It's inspiring, it's motivating, and all I'm doing is just putting down an absolute monstrosity of dirt blocks that makes no sense. There's also bamboo growing through patches. This must be an eyesore from up there. But my friends, it is all part of the plan. It is the first mega build that we are going to construct this season of Hermitcraft. And sometimes that just starts with dirt blocks. A way in which we can fully appreciate what's going on here is with our free cam. When I go up into the sky, you can kind of see the scale of where I've been putting these blocks. Although a lot of them have actually turned to grass now, so they're starting to blend in with the terrain around it. Which is actually the point, because what me and Ren have created here only goes so far, which is why we have these horrible edges that need to be blended into the terrain around it. So you'll notice I put in some healthy markers just in case other hermits are going to build in the area. So some of this terrain might stretch out over the river and around into the surrounding areas, but I just want to ask you a question. What is it you think we're going to be building here? I know, it's not much to go by, but it's going to be fascinating to see the evolution. I'm hoping actually today in this episode, we'll construct a part of this that might give you a hint as to what it's going to be. But anyways, I've done my fair share of grinding over here for now. We've got something important to discuss in this episode of Hermitcraft, so now it's time to roll the intro. So, hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Hermitcraft. My friends, if you've been enjoying these and you're not subscribed to the channel, don't subscribe. No, don't press that button. You thought I was going to tell you to subscribe, wasn't ya? The choice is yours. It's the beginning of the season, a lot of new people tuning in, and you know, your subscriber numbers go up. I thought I'd mention it because that's what good YouTubers do, right? Anyways, not much has changed here at the base. We now have the other half of this, and yes, I'm missing some slabs up top. It looks silly, but I'm taking my time over everything. This right here is just a concrete converter for when I need some concrete. Don't know when that'll be, but it fits in nicely. Anyways, I have really important communication to communicate with you through Grian. He did most of the talking in this clip. All of us hermits got together to introduce something really important for the season, Hermit Permits.
Hello everybody. There's a lot of things to go over, so please pay attention. I guess that's more for the audience because these guys already know what's going on, so this is mainly for your benefit. We've just completed the game of demise, and we have our winner. It's false. Yay!
Yay! Congrats.
Now there's some reapers still here, and you guys didn't succeed. So we've set something up. False. If you look over there, there's a nice, lovely podium with dispensers. And all the reapers, if you want to take up a dispenser or two, you might have to share.
Oh. Yeah.
Come on, Reapers.
Yeah.
Come on, Reapers.
So, it's time. It's time to officially end the game of demise. Someone's going to have to go up to the top one.
They should be more ashamed that they didn't get a kill, to be honest.
Yeah, can we baby just...
Oh, can he land it? Can he land it? Can he land it?
Come on, Mumbo.
Oh, he doesn't.
All right, false if you crouch, because you might get bumped a little bit. Right, are you ready, everyone?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Ready.
Let him loose.
Oh, no.
Here we go.
It's as easy as that.
Nice one.
I've got a feeling False might have not set her spawn here. Just a feeling.
We had a checklist, and that was on the checklist.
I'd like to point out that I also took a couple arrows to the face from that stupid thing.
So, you're probably wondering what is the mysterious prize for demise and what is behind me here. Well, like I said, we already know what it is, but I'm going to explain what these are because they are quite a big deal for our whole shopping experience for the rest of the season. Behind me is a big machine that is going to dispense something called a Hermit Permit. And a permit allows you and you alone to sell a single item or a collection of items in a shop. It will say what it is. So it might say sand, and you have the permit to sell sand in a shop that you create. First thing to mention is we're going to get 6 permits. And you'll see that they are in different tiers. We have an iron tier, we have a gold tier, and we have a diamond tier, which I've been calling S tier. It's really important for everyone to understand that this is an extremely subjective list. Everyone will have their own personal preference, and just because 2 permits are in the same category does not necessarily mean they are of equal weight. Having said that, we've done our best to distribute them in a way that you definitely want an S tier and you won't be fussed about an iron tier. They are the ultimate currency, these permits. They're very important. But having said that, you can do what you want with them. You can trade them, you can give them away. It's really up to you. The next thing to mention is that some items have a little bit of extra text that says collective item. This means that if you get a collective item, you must sell it in the same shop with people of the same collection. For example, if you get one of the woods, then you have to sell it in the wood shop with everyone else. This means you could be competing with them or working together. I'll leave that up to you. Several items are in collections, including the coloured walls, the coloured glass, etc. How do we regulate the shopping district? Well, we do. The hermits in general. We might appoint people to regulate this, but it's really important that you make sure you stock your shop and make your shop. Or, if that doesn't happen, we as the regulators will enter another permit or a duplicate permit back into the system, so that we don't end up with just something not being sold. Okay, I think we're there, except I need to announce what False's prize is, because her prize is what's in this shulker box. Come on. False, you can open it up.
It's not
What is it? What is it?
She has won a Joker permit. So this,
Oh,
That sounds
she
good.
gets to choose what this permit is for.
So cool looking.
Wow.
That's amazing.
That is
Once
so
she's
cool.
chosen, that's it.
Wow.
Okay, so if she chooses bamboo, it's bamboo forever. So she
valuable.
could
no.
really take away someone's monopoly, so I'd hold on to it for a while.
I can't wait to visit your
Amazing.
shop.
That's really good.
Now what we've all been waiting for, we're going to finally get our hands on our 6 permits. And we're going to go in reverse order from the winner to the loser of Demise.
Wait, what?
So that
The
means-
loser of
Demise. If there is a loser, and it is Impulse. Impulse was the loser.
Why do you gotta remind people? I'm in game.
All right. So we're only going to show our own permits in a video. So if you want to see what everyone else has got, you're going to have to go and do 27 skips of a video. So, right, the first person up, False.
So yeah, if you want to find out who's got what Hermit Permit, you need to go check out the other videos. It might be why you're here to see mine. There's a reason that I'm on the roof of the Nether. And just before I show you what I got, look at the size of this thing. It's absolutely massive. It's taking up most of my screen. And don't get me started on dual wielding. I mean, this is a challenge. Imagine trying to play Minecraft like this.
All right, X, you're up next.
Hey.
Scar, please change the battery in your smoke alarm.
I talked to somebody about it.
All right, here we go. Here we
Battery
go.
drain. Here we go.
Let's go X.
Ooh.
Just something good, man.
Ooh. Okay, right. Okay, I got light green wool,
All right.
grey
Yeah.
wool.
Alright.
So 2 of those.
2 walls.
Oh,
And
okay. Wolf.
all the bucket mobs.
Yay!
Oh,
That's
that's
nice.
good.
The axolotl returns.
Interesting.
That's pretty good for
Yeah.
CT.
Yeah.
As enthusiastic as the other hermits are about this one, I'm not so sure. But when it comes to farming wool, well, that's something that I can do. And I've actually got a really cool concept to show you, which is why we're here in the Nether dimension. And what I want to do is actually get as many of these materials together, open up a shop in this episode, because one of the catches is that if you don't keep your shops stocked, your hermit permit could get taken away from you. Now, I'm sure there would be a grace period with that, but I want to take no risks. So the roof of the Nether is a place that we're not supposed to be building farms, at least in this central area. If it becomes a problem, I can tear down what we're going to build. But the thing is, it's actually going to be tiny, and I could hide it underneath one of my portals. And because people use the Nether to traverse, it means that our farm is going to get loaded quite frequently. And our farm is also quite dependent on the Nether. You can build this in the overworld, but you have to seek out very specific biomes. The Nether, though, is a good alternative. We need to grow grass and not flowers. I'm not talking about the grass block. I am talking specifically about this type of grass, although the 2 tool actually doesn't work. Sheep can't eat this to regrow their wool. They can do the regular size, though. This means that we're going to need slabs inside of our farm, specifically because sheep are 1.5 blocks tall. Now when we bone meal this, the only thing we'll ever get is regular grass, which the sheep can eat to regrow their wool. So now you might just see where we're going with this. We've got 4 dispensers, or 2 for each little cell that we're building. The ones at the bottom will be full of bone meal, and we're going to have like some chests to keep them fully stocked up. And in the top, we're going to supply them with shears. And due to how both of these work, we can actually continuously power them without wasting anything. So we'll just leave this clock here, and it grew the first bits of grass, but now the shears are not being used, and neither is any of the bone meal down below. Now all we have to do is collect the wool from the sheep. I'm just going to use 1 hopper minecart going back and forth, and that will get deposited through these hoppers into the chest. You can also see how this could easily be scaled up, just keep extending it to the side. The one thing that we're missing, of course, is the sheep. And if there's one thing that I know about sheep, it's that they're going to be a pain in the bum to move. This is mostly because of their pathfinding. As soon as I break a couple of these blocks, they're going to try and get out of here. So I'll move you 2. That's good. Now run back, because here they come. I told you. Dang it, they're all escaping. Stop. If I actually get the 2 I'm holding back in, and then grab you and you, things ain't so terrible. Right, time to go to the Nether. This'll cause no problems, will it? Right, I got one of them. The other one went straight down here. It knows where it's going. It smells the grass. Also, my temporary staircase stopped them from taking damage. Oh, I've considered all of the things for once, and I'm actually prepared. Although, I don't really have a plan for getting them up here now. But I did bring my dyes. Also, this permit clearly says light green wool. There is no such thing. It is lime. I am actually just going to completely wing this one. At some point, you're going to come up with me. Okay. Oh, God, you're going to accumulate full damage. I'm surprised you're not dead. This, my friends, is precisely why you should always plan and prepare for all eventualities. Oh, go on. Oh, go on, my friend. You're in there. You're the first bit of wool. Oh, it's beautiful. Okay, I missed it. It just ate another bit. You can see there's grass there. It's going to eat that before it ever eats the grass block down below. That might change if you put more than 1 sheep in each of these cells, though. That is something I have not experimented with. All right, this sheep knows where it's going. It's going right up the staircase. Come on, make my life easy, buddy. Make my life easy. Oh, I love you. And just like that, we have 2 of 3. Oh, look, we can see it in action. Yes, 2 of the 3 are done. The bucket mobs one, I'm going to take a little more time to think about. So, we need to set up a shop for both of these walls. And although we knew about the Hermit Permits in advance, I didn't really have a plan. Plus, I didn't know what I was going to get. So we'll set up something small and temporary so that we can sell these items. And because it's in the Nether, and this thing gets loaded a lot, look at this, tons of the stuff coming through. So we are trying to be hasty here and get the items on the market straight away. And because of that, I've started setting up my own shop over here. I've used the classic wall blocks in the roof, but as you can see, I'm using the colors that we're selling. And this thing actually has quite a ways to go at the moment. I've just put in the basic frame, and now it's kind of time for all the details to bring this thing together. For the floor, I want to have plenty of sand blocks around the outside. And just to tell a little story with the build about how it's used, it's the front area here that has the patted down smooth sandstone texture and the cracked bits too. So I've added some leaves, some growth around this build, and a little flower pot at the front. And I needed this flowering azalea, so I grew a tree to get one. And then I was like, oh, I'm actually going to leave that there. It looks pretty cool. The next phase is for the interiors. The roof is already put together. And all it really ever takes is just a handful of blocks to add some detail here and there. I'm actually going to put some bamboo inside of this. And now with a couple of renamed dyes, we have our iron tier items on sale. And this build, it is really quite nice. A very humble, simple little thing. And I almost forgot a very important detail. We need to display our Hermit Permits. I mean, that's a start. Let's do some armor stand magic. And in the past, you would have seen us use the book data pack to do this, but it turns out there is a mod that pretty much does the same thing as the book. And because it's a mod, it means it has a far better interface to interact with to achieve the same things you can do with the data pack. So I was using this mod pretty much for the first time, and it was just really good to get along with. And the final result isn't too impressive. I decided to hang them up as if they've been attached together, so one is above the other, and it's a cool little detail hanging off the front of our shop. Now we have more items to put in the shop, and I realize I've hit record at the wrong time because you might know what I'm going to get next. So let's jump to the footage of me getting my gold tier Hermit Permits. Right, gold tier. Ooh, rooted dirt. That's an interesting one. A little bit of farming. Nice decorative block. All right, top tier now.
What was the other one?
Did I get 2? I got 2! Not paying attention. I got yellow terracotta.
Okay.
All right.
Some mustard.
So now you know why I'm out here. And yes, I was a bit of a wally. It went straight into my hotbar. So I kind of figured, oh yeah, there's my gold one, forgetting, of course, that we get 2. So now I can come over here and just fill up a shulker box full of terracotta. And where on earth will we possibly get all of that yellow dye from? Yep, bone meal, one of the most valuable things you can have in this game. It's not the only dye that I need though. I also need a lot of lime dye. And this is how I'm getting it at the moment. It's so uncharacteristic of me not to set up a bunch of automated farms straight away. Why am I doing this to myself? I should just use a neighbor's farm. Also, is this going to hurt me? No! Hey, look at that! The bridge works with the horse. Just awesome. Yeah, somewhere around here, Iskal has a cactus farm. And I don't care about making no cactus farm. Every Minecrafter has done this too many times to count. Aw, look. Name tags loves this gal. Oh, it's because he's holding a golden carrot. That would be why. So that's been taken care of. And this is Stress Monster's base over here. I just want to point out how cool the texturing at the top here is. It's got this like beautiful three-dimensional blend to it. And as you get closer and you see what the blocks are, you realize there's glass in front of it, and also a poisonous potato. Rooted dirt. Do not get distracted, X. It's time to find some rooted dirt. And I'm gonna gamble a bit here because I'm not quite ready to build a moss farm to get the azalea and grow trees and create rooted dirt that way. Earlier in the season though, I found one of these trees in this desert over here, and it had tons of rooted dirt below it. I'm not sure if this is the same one that I found earlier, but this one has clearly been plundered. Well, this is not good. It looks like someone else had the same idea and... Oh, maybe here, actually, they left some rooted dirt behind. Looks like they just pillared out. Yeah, no, this one's been raided. Well, this is not good. I cannot see another tree anywhere. I could have swore there was a whole bunch of them last time I was out here. And this is a long, long a ways from our home, like 3,000 plus blocks. It was a really good source. I got quite a lot of the stuff. I thought it was a different way to gather it, but, you know, my luck's up. But anyway, I managed to muster up the rooted dirt that I had from last time, and it's not a lot. I don't have a lot left, so it's going to be pricey for a while. And then over here, we've stocked up on the terracotta. These things are up the top here. The back area was originally sort of going to be closed, and then I was thinking, oh yeah, like, how am I going to sell my gold tier items? Anyways, earlier I teased you with the development of loglands, and now, after some resource gathering, I'm ready for a time lapse. Let's see the first part of this incredible build. Aha! A giant leaf. What do you think this could be, hey? We've got a beautiful block palette here to bring this thing to life. It looks amazing. But I'm so looking forward to reading your comments and seeing your guesses. You got a bit more of a clue here now, so get commenting down below. Leave a like on the video if you want to support the channel. Thanks for doing that. And make sure you subscribe to catch future episodes of Hermitcraft. Bye-bye.